which came into, started towards the end of 2021. And it's still quite new. It's a very, very vibrant program with a lot of projects that we have across the continent. So the USAID Africa Trade and Investment Program is designed to bolster USAID's ability to boost trade and investment to, from, and within the African continent. We are working on various continent-wide programs to expand and accelerate trade and investment between the continent and the US. The USAID Africa Trade Investment Program works hand in hand with the private sector to identify opportunities that deliver on USAID's impact and bring values to the private sector. Our main vision is to boost trade and investment to, from, and within the African continent. So this is quite a big ask, considering the kind of challenges that are experienced across the continent and within the various countries that we are working in. Our objectives include generating significant African jobs, delivering billions in exports and investment, mobilizing enterprise-driven solutions, and supporting healthy business climates. And my favorite, integrating gender throughout our programs. Our approach is demand-driven, collaborative, and co-designed. So what we within ATI do, we work with the various USAID missions, as well as Prosper Africa, and we look at what are the objectives of these missions and Prosper Africa, and how can we actually increase exports, increase trade, because when we work with firms to increase trade and increase exports, this has a domino effect on the economy itself, because these firms, they work on their processing, they increase their production just to be able to export either to South Africa or the US or within the regions. And to do this, they are employing more people, they're investing in their firms, and that's where USAID ATI comes in, because we try and help provide funding and investment, as well as various sort of services such as training and webinars such as this, where firms can learn more about the different trade agreements like AGOA, and use it for their benefit to increase their exports, and partner with US firms as well. We try to be as innovative and iterative as possible. We have national, regional, and continental programs, and we try to be as cost-effective and flexible as possible. Our focus is very much on working with local partners across the continent. So if we have a program in Southern Africa, which we do, that covers 10 countries within the region, we work very closely with the trade partners. We have people on the ground in each of these countries to help firms, to support them. And we do this in various programs that we have across the continent. Our objectives are to increase trade, increase investment. So I have touched on increasing trade. With increasing investment, we do this by providing grants and subcontracts to local firms, such as ATP on, a lot of these firms want to improve, they want to move forward, but sometimes it helps to have that extra funding to actually move your firm from one level to another, right, to increase exports. So with increasing trade, it works hand in hand with increasing investment, because a lot of firms have found as much as they want to increase their exports, funding is a really big issue across the continent. So that's where ATI comes in with our various grants that we have available, which you can have a look at on our website, which is atiprogram.com, and working together with the private sector to look at how we can find innovative ways of funding firms to increase their exports. We are looking at one of our objectives is improving the business environment and looking at how we can actually find different ideas of assisting firms to unlock their potential and to leverage US government resources, the USAID and Prosper Africa funding that we receive to help implement. So we work with firms to see how they can actually leverage the funds that we do provide them, whether it's on the subcontract or the grants. Maybe they can, get additional funding, or they can really increase their export sales and make money from the funding that we have provided. Ultimately, we want firms to be profitable and sustainable. On the trade preferences, we do have various subcontractors that we are working with. ATP is one of them. We do have a very close relationship with the African Trade Platform because they've worked with the previous USAID Trade Hub in Southern Africa. They have an amazing platform where you can link up with buyers. So we work with ATP on AGOA, and this is to increase the amount of information that's shared either on their website or their YouTube channel, as well as making sure that there's a lot of information going out into the market. This way, firms can go onto the YouTube channel and actually look at some of the videos and learn more about AGOA. And this webinar is one of the ways to actually train firms on how to use AGOA. So there's a series of webinars that will be taking place. And as you go through these webinars, you'll be learning more and more about AGOA, and hopefully you'll be able to put it into practice in your business and be able to use it to increase your exports to the US. There are various requirements, whether it's certifications, processes, and so on that need to be followed. And that's what ATI is looking at. When we partner with our subcontractors, we are looking at, how can we get out as much information as possible on AGOA to use a more systematic set of information, working with FAQs and, getting responses. We do have other subcontractors who are providing on-demand information to firms. So please do contact us on that. We are working with Trelac on the agoa.info website to provide information as well, and providing training and on-demand support to partners and firms across the continent. So there is a lot of work that's being done that is being funded by Prosper Africa and USAID. And the main idea behind this is to work on our objectives of increasing trade, of increasing investment across the continent, and partnering African firms with US businesses, to improve your processes, increase your production, and obviously grow your business and profitability. We want to see those jobs created across the continent. We want to see the benefits of these funds being used. So we work very closely with the firms that we partner with. And there are a lot of grants and subcontract opportunities available on our website. So I welcome you to actually go into that and have a look at something, across kind of whether it's West Africa or Southern Africa or East Africa. We do have quite a few opportunities that we are looking for additional partners to partner with to work on those objectives that we have under those grants. So thank you. If you'd like more information, please have a look at our website, and I will be here towards the end for the Q&A. Thank you. Back to you, Emmanuel.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you very much. It's for me also to say that I'm part of the African Trade Platform team, and very proud to be in this partnership with yourselves. And we've made some great inroads since we've started working together. So thank you very much.